question for you. Is owning a laundromat still a good investment? Have you noticed all the laundromat business videos on YouTube the last few years? I mean, there's a lot of them, right? We had to look deeper into this. I mean, there's no doubt that there are people out there absolutely crushing it with their laundromat businesses. I mean, when you take a closer look, right, it's a pretty perfect business. If such a thing exists, right? No matter who you are or where you come from or your educational experience, just about any savvy entrepreneur can profit from a laundromat business. But how many laundromat businesses can there be, right? I mean, at what point does it get to where the competition is too much to bear? I mean, how are you going to profit when it seems like there's a laundromat on every freaking corner in town, right? We know what you're thinking, right? I don't care about the competition. I've seen those dudes making crazy profit with their laundromat business, and I want a piece of the action. Well, this video is for you because we're going to address the pros and cons of owning a laundromat business, what you should know before investing, the expected costs, and toward the end, we're going to give you our final analysis as to whether owning a laundromat is still a good idea or a bad one. The laundromat business model is, wait a minute. Yeah, I think we're forgetting something. Okay, the like button. That's right. Okay, can you please do us a quick favor and press the like button real quick? That's all we're asking. I mean, come on, right? Just one little press. Okay, as I was saying, the laundromat business model is simple, yet despite its simplicity, it still has tremendous potential for profit. Why? Mainly because of the passive income potential, recession-proof qualities, and its reliable customer base. Now, I know what you're thinking. Does passive income truly exist? There are valid arguments that no business or side hustle is truly passive, but owning a laundromat is pretty darn close, right? So once set up and ready to go, laundromats require minimal daily management, allowing their owners to generate revenue without the need for constant oversight. I mean, this business model is ideal for entrepreneurs who seek an investment that does not demand all of their full-time presence, right? Relying instead on self-service operations and potentially a small staff to maintain the facility. Time and time again, laundromats have proven to be recession-proof investments, providing an essential service that remains in demand regardless of economic conditions. During downturns, when spending tightens and households may forego expensive purchases like, say, laundry machines, laundromats typically see stable or even increased foot traffic. The customer base for laundromats tend to be reliable, especially in densely populated urban areas or communities where in-home laundry machines are not common, right? And it's not uncommon for students, apartment dwellers, and low-income families who often depend on local laundromats. And this consistent demand helps ensure steady cash flow and reduces the risk typically associated with other types of retail businesses that may experience significant fluctuations in customer traffic. There's no business in existence that doesn't have its drawbacks, right? Starting a laundromat requires a substantial initial investment. Costs include purchasing or leasing commercial real estate, which must be strategically located to attract enough customer traffic. And of course, there's the investment in high quality, durable laundry machine. There are also setup costs such as renovations, utility connections, and obtaining necessary permits and license. Look, if you're curious as to what these costs are, we'll get into this later in the video. Operating a laundromat involves ongoing maintenance and repair costs that are really inevitable. Stop and think about how many times these washers and dryers are actually going to be used. I mean, believe me, they are taking a beating over time. Breakdowns are not uncommon and can lead to unexpected expenses and lost revenue if machines are out of service for too long. There's also the need to update equipment to meet environmental standards, which most laundromats are not aware of when they get started. Things have changed a lot in the last 10 years. The traditional laundromat model really isn't cutting it anymore. You're facing stiff competition from laundry apps and luxury laundromat services. The customer service experience for laundromats has improved dramatically, offering on-demand home pickup and delivery, online booking systems, and comfortable, sometimes downright impressive lounge areas. Look, mom and pop operations ain't cutting it anymore. They're losing business to the particularly young, tech-savvy customers who value convenience and quality service. Before we get into the next part of this video, I want to quickly tell you about Heavy Ape, which shows tradesmen, contractors, and those looking to start their own side hustles how to launch and scale a business that generates millions of dollars per year. Now, if you're interested, check out the link in the description below. Now back to the video. So you're ready to get started, right? Before you do, you'll want to consider a few things first, like the right location. Choosing the right location is crucial for the success of a laundromat. Now, a prime location should have high foot traffic and a demographic profile that matches the target market, typically areas with high density housing and limited access to in-home laundry facilities, right? You should also consider factors like visibility, accessibility, and proximity to complementary businesses like supermarkets or cafes where people can hang out. Staying current with technology and customer preferences is essential in the increasingly competitive laundromat industry. Now, modernizing your laundromat can include implementing digital payment systems, offering remote laundry monitoring, or even integrating eco-friendly machines. These updates not only improve operational efficiency, but also enhance the customer experience, making your business more appealing to a broader audience. Before investing in a laundromat, it's important that you understand the regulatory landscape. This includes acquiring the necessary permits and licenses, which may vary significantly depending on your location. Also, compliance with environmental regulations concerning water and energy use, waste management, and the use of detergents is crucial. You want to adhere to these regulations in order to prevent costly fines and disruptions to your business operations. What do you need to know about money? Let's start with the expected startup costs, right? Starting a laundromat involves a range of costs, including leasing or purchasing real estate, buying laundry machines, and setting up the facility, which can range anywhere from $250,000 to $1 million, depending on location and scale. Ongoing expenses are likely to include utilities like water and electricity, maintenance, insurance, and possible staff wages as well. Where does most of the revenue come from exactly? Well, the main revenue for laundromats comes from machine usage charges, which can be structured per load or through a time-based usage model. Now, also offering services such as wash and fold can significantly increase revenue, catering to customers who prefer convenience and won't hesitate to pay for it. And don't forget about the vending machines for detergents, fabric softeners, and snacks and drinks. People get hungry at these places, right? This also provides an extra income. And the big boy, break-even analysis. Now, the break-even point for a laundromat can vary widely based on initial investments, operational costs, and revenue streams. Generally speaking, a well-placed and efficiently run laundromat might see profits within 1 to 2 years of operation. Sometimes within 6 months even. Of course, this timeline can be increased by high customer volume, efficient operations, and additional services that increase the average revenue per customer. Now, even with the intimidating startup costs, as well as all the competition you're likely to encounter, we believe that owning a laundromat business is a good idea. In fact, we think it's a great idea. As mentioned before, investing in a laundromat is one of the best opportunities out there for generating passive income. Plus, laundromats historically perform well even during the toughest economic times, which is probably our favorite reason. And probably our favorite reason, you really don't need to be on site while your laundromat business operates. How many other businesses do you know with this much freedom? All right, we'll leave you with this. An estimated 80 million US citizens have used on-demand laundry at least once in their lives. For those of you who are worried about this $5 billion industry, it being too crowded for you to enter, think again. There's still plenty of room for you. So get out there and get started.